JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanbonan Babuyele Makaya, and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring in nothing but politics, business, sports, and entertainment, all in one experience. Kamalam Andile Kukuletu, Intombi Yakwacindi Umahlaba. Let us quickly take a look at your headlines for today. Foreigners invade a retail space reserved for locals as ZANU-PF officials cash in on exorbitant rental charges. Dutch King apologizes for slave trade in historic speech. Zimbabwean business welcome export of more products to China. Zim Cyber City, Zim Afro to draft conducted. Now, Zimbabwean authorities have been allocating retail licenses to foreigners in contravention of the law. An investigation conducted in partnership with the Information Development Trust revealed that foreigners who must not be allowed to operate in wholesaling and retailing trade have invaded the sector, having been allocated space by authorities fraudulently and allegedly out of ignorance of the law. The investigation also exposed a collusion by representatives of the involved foreign countries who either claimed to be unaware of the regulations, refused responsibility of their citizens' activities, or claimed they presumed that their citizens had become neutralized Zimbabwean citizens on account of their having been in the country for many years. Now, police in Limpopo shut down an illegal initiation school in the Sekhukhune district that was found to be a contravention of the Customary Initiation Act. This as two suspects are said to appear in the Molopo Magistrate Court in the Northwest for allegedly kidnapping 40 young men before circumcising them at an illegal initiation school. The school was closed on Friday after officials received a tip-off that it was not registered. Police in Limpopo said they got to the school before any fatalities or injuries were recorded. Officials that were the men running the school were served with a notice to appear before the Nebo Magistrate Court for running an illegal initiation school.
JIT-TV, just in time.
Building the brand. This is where you have to be to get where you want to be. Exploring companies and businesses that are thriving and leading is what we are all about. I am Mazimpofu, your host, that will be bringing to you big cooperatives and relevant people that will be sharing with you their journeys of successes, failures, and lessons learned in their businesses, from humble beginnings to global success. Catch me, Mazimpofu, on Building the Brand.
JIT-TV, just in time.
Let's take a look now at the African news for today. Now, uncertainty wreaked on Sunday over the health of South Africa's Zulu king at the head of country's most influential traditional monarchy, with a spokesperson denying reports that he had been hospitalized. Misuzulu Zulu 48 ascended the throne last year after the death of his father, Goodwill Zwelithini, amid bitter feud over the royal succession. Overnight on Saturday, the influential Zulu Prime Minister Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi said in a press release that the monarch had been hospitalized in the neighboring country of Eswatini after falling ill. The king believed he was poisoned after the sudden and unexpected death of one of his close advisors on Saturday, he said.
The king left yesterday for Eswatini. It was immediately after he got the news that his closest confidant, Mr. Kaba, has passed away. The news really got the king to be very down, and at the point where he even expressed in his own words and said, you know, I'm not feeling so good. It was after he heard the news of someone he stays in the house with, someone he lies on a day-to-day with, because Kaba is a person, if the king wants to drink water, he will send him, say, please go get water, please get this, you know, and then that person is in a hospital and you're thinking that he's going to come back, and then it's reported that, he's no longer going to come back home. So that was the problem. So what happened is that we therefore then advised the king that because we live in the days we're living in of pandemics and all these things, for someone like him, we cannot leave nothing to chance. He does need, because he is due for his routine medical examination, and then we suggested that Your Majesty, my suggestion was Pretoria. I said that maybe Your Majesty may need to just fly to Pretoria and just, get a private, just to check if ever there is no COVID, all these things. There's so many of these things now. And then His Majesty said, no, because I'm already due to visit my uncle and my grandma home, so let me combine this on the same trip to Swaziland. So that's how the king went to Swaziland.
Moving right along now to the international news for today. Now, Dutch King Willem-Alexander apologized on Saturday for his country's role in slavery and asked for forgiveness in the historic speech. The king's speech followed Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte's apology last year for the country's role in the slave trade and slavery. The king said he had commissioned a study into the exact role of the Royal House of Orange-Nassau in slavery in the Netherlands. Dutch King Willem-Alexander's voice appeared to break with emotion as he completed his speech before laying a wreath at the country's national slavery monument in an Amsterdam park. Former lawmaker John Lidam said Dutch broadcaster NOS that he felt tears running down his cheeks as the king apologized. It is a historic monument and we have to realize that, he said.
Van alle vormen van onvrijheid is slavernij wel het meest kwetsend, het meest vernederend, het meest mensonterend. Een medemens zien als koopwaar, waarover je naar goeddunken kunt beschikken. Als een willoos werktuig om winst mee te maken. Dat je kunt vastketenen, verhandelen, brandmerken, afbeulen, straffen, straffeloos doden zelfs. De afgelopen tijd hebben de koningin en ik veel gesprekken gevoerd in Nederland en op de eilanden in het Caribisch deel van het Koninkrijk. We hebben gesproken met mensen die hun wortels hebben in Suriname en ook met mensen die een binding hebben met Indonesië. Onder hen mensen die maar 3 generaties terug hoeven te gaan voor een familielid dat in slavernij werd geboren. Zij hebben ons duidelijk gemaakt hoezeer de pijn nog steeds in de haarvaten zit. Wij dragen de gruwelijkheid van het slavernijverleden met ons mee. De gevolgen daarvan zijn vandaag nog steeds te voelen in racisme in onze samenleving. Op 19 december vorig jaar heeft de minister-president namens de Nederlandse regering excuses aangeboden voor het feit dat mensen in naam van de Nederlandse staat eeuwenlang tot handelswaar zijn gemaakt, zijn uitgebuit en mishandeld. Vandaag sta ik hier voor u. Als uw koning en als deel van de regering maak ik vandaag deze excuses zelf.
Now, the Gold Mafia documentary became televised on the Al Jazeera channel.
Nonsensical documentary, a racist propaganda tool.
They have a right to sell their gold anywhere. In fact, I encourage Mnangagwa bust the sanctions.
The government of Zimbabwe is incurring no risk, but it receives the tax.
Please wake up to the reality and the real scam that's taking place here.
Nothing but the best interesting stories and the hottest ones on the alternative view.
The revolution shall be televised.
And now on to the business side of news for today. Now, Zimbabwean businesses welcome the export of more local products to China as the first shipment of Zimbabwean curtains is set to depart for the Asian country in July. Danford Madashu, president of the Confederation of Zimbabwe Retailers, told Zhanu in a recent interview that an increase in Zimbabwean products entering the vast Chinese market creates an even playing field in bilateral trade between the two countries. China is one of the Zimbabwe's top export destinations, ranking as the third largest importer of Zimbabwean goods in 2022, according to the country's trade promotion body Zimtrade.
Zimbabwe is poised to benefit, especially expand the number of products that we are exporting to China. As business, we really appreciative of that role and the existence of the good bilateral relations between the two sister countries. That is the kind of relationship any country would require, which is also reciprocal, which is a win-win. This is a relationship that is based on mutual respect for each other's independence, for each other's sovereignty, and each other's governance.
Now, the government's decision to prioritize investments in key infrastructural projects since its inception in 2017 will transform the economy and lives of many ordinary citizens, industry experts say. The Second Republic, led by President Mnangagwa, has invested significantly in infrastructural development as a key enabler to economic transformation, despite limited access to external lines of credit. Given the importance of infrastructure to a country's economic development, investments by the government in the sector have certainly laid a firm foundation for rapid and sustainable economic growth and development.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Zambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Zambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
Let's quickly take a look now at your JIT TV weather focus for today. And lastly, on your sports news for today. Now, the official player draft of the inaugural season of the Zim Cyber City Afro T10 took place yesterday with more than 75 international cricketers taking part in the historic event. The tournament is scheduled to take place in Zimbabwe for the first time between 20 July and 29 and will feature 5 teams, namely Durban Calendars, Cape Town Samp Army, Harare Hurricanes, Bulawayo Braves and Johannesburg Buffaloes. Zimbabwean players will have an opportunity to rub shoulders with some international cricket stars during the T10 tournament. All the teams will add another player to each of their squads in the coming days, as 5 cricketers will be picked from the nationwide Emerging Player Program, which is designed to provide the youngest win a chance to break into the big stage. And that is it from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us to all our social media platforms at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, or rather you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugulethu, Intombi yakwaCindu Mahlaba. Have yourselves an amazing day.
A huge good luck from us, the JIT-TV crew, to our T20 cricket team. Here is to wishing you nothing but success. Now is the time for you to shine. Congratulations to beating Pakistan. Well done.
JIT-TV, just in time.
There are not so many places where mice excellence has been achieved. Meeting in Zimbabwe is the best business decision you will ever make. Our adherence to COVID-19 safety protocols is second to none, coupled with the warm and hospitable nature of the people of Zimbabwe. Our conference facilities sit on marvelous backdrops which will offer a splendid experience that will leave a lasting impression on you and your delegates. The magic of Zimbabwe can be felt in every breath, bite and beat. Stadiums and exhibition centers are known for their international appeal and world-class standards. The high-end technology will surely enhance your experience of the exhibition, festival or concert. Motivate your team by treating them to a trip of a lifetime through our crafted itineraries. Should they have love for adrenaline-packed activities or calm and relaxed excursions, the enchantment will last a lifetime of memories. Mingle and engage with locals and enjoy our diverse culture and warm hospitality. Our mice drivers are ready to welcome you to Zimbabwe and exceed your expectations.
The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV, just in time.